In this video we're going to talk about Montenegro weather and why it's important to keep the weather in mind. So the thing is, Montenegro is not a big country and you can actually cross it from south to the north in a matter of a few hours. On your way you will be witnessing the change of nature, landscape, weather and the way how people live in those areas, how developed those areas are. When you're traveling here, especially in shoulder seasons, which are between end of April to mid-June and then from beginning of September to the mid-October, you might get yourself in situation when traveling from coastal region of Montenegro to the northern region of Montenegro, you can get yourself into all sort of weather conditions. It can be cloudy weather, it can be rainy weather, it can be stormy weather, and it can change along the way. You might start here on the coast early in the morning. It can be bright and sunny. 1 hour later, you're gonna be finding yourself in heavy rain. Then you continue riding to the north and then it can be warm, but then you get into the Durmitor National Park and it's gonna be like stormy weather again. Also, with the weather change, you have the change of the temperature, especially again the shoulder seasons. That's where you have the most difference between what weather and temperature here on the coast and what temperature and the weather you're gonna be experiencing there in the mountains. The difference or the fluctuation can be quite big. Here on the coast, end of April, beginning of the May, it can be up to 30 degrees. But there in the mountains, it can be 10 degrees. Sometimes even in midsummer or end of summer, like August, you can experience really hot weather here on the coast, but it can be close to zero temperatures there in the north. With that, you need to keep in mind that you always need to bring your layers. You need to have rain suit with you, because again, you can experience all this like wet conditions during your ride. It's not a big deal during the summertime because like from June to end of August, typically weather conditions are quite consistent. We don't have many rains around here. It's mostly sunny weather, warm weather, and that's where you actually need breathable apparel. But when it's rainy, it's not only uncomfortable, but it's also can be a little bit tricky in terms of safety. Road conditions can change dramatically because, especially around the coastal area, we have roads which are not so grippy or in some fashion slippery. Most of the cars on the road, they're quite old. And those cars can leak the oil. When you have many cars passing the same roads and they, one after another, they're leaking a little bit oil, even if it's just one drop, over the time you will have this kind of like oily layer on top of the asphalt. And when it mixes with the water, that makes you feel like you're on an ice rink. And if you at any time have any questions, feel free to reach out, feel free to ask, and we'll see you here.